It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News on this Thanksgiving Day, 2020. That's November the 26th. If you're new to this channel, and we have had quite a few recent subscribers, welcome aboard. We do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, where we talk about all facets of the travel and cruise industry. And then we have some other features that come about on this channel as well. If you have not subscribed, please do so. The little bell notification will tell you when I go live or when I post new videos. So I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday today. A couple stories that I want to cover this morning. It's going to be kind of a shortish kind of show because of the holiday activities and so forth. And by the way, folks, so that to be perfectly transparent to all you guys, I shot my first turkey today. I did, folks. I really did. I shot a turkey. It scared the crap out of everyone in the frozen food section at Kroger's. It was just awesome. But so anyway, the bird is in the oven, cooking away for the four of us this morning. So couple stories we want to get to today, and I will get over and see who's if anybody is with us, because I was not expecting a whole lot of folks here today, because I know you guys all have stuff to do. But it did have a couple stories that I thought were definitely worth mentioning. One of them has to do with Fincantieri, which of course is one of the largest shipbuilding companies worldwide. Will be opening a new shipyard in the Port of Progreso on the Yucatan Peninsula. The agreement was made yesterday between Fincantieri and the Yucatan State Ministry of Economic Development and Labor. The agreement covers the design, construction of the new ship repair, conversions, and maintenance yard. The project encompasses 2 dry docks, the largest in the Americas, which harbor ships up to 400 meters in length, requiring complex operations. The yard will also have a lifting platform for units up to 150 meters in length, about 1,000-meter docks, cranes, workshops, special equipment offices, and warehouses. Now, for the time being, folks, they're not going to actually use this facility to manufacture ships. They're not going to be building ships there for now. But at some point on down the road, that clearly is in their plans. Currently, no ships will be built at the new facility, but there'll be significant benefits to the cruise company, especially MSC, Carnival, and Viking. Although there are several shipyards in the Caribbean, it will also be a cost saver for cruise lines. While ships will have to sail to European yards for major repairs now, once they get this facility open, the repair jobs and all the refurbishment programs can be done in Progreso. So major news, actually, that'll benefit virtually everybody in the cruise industry, as far as the cruise lines are concerned. So major savings, good move on Mexico's part. That's going to be a major industrial development on the Yucatan Peninsula. Good for them. Of course, the ships, the lines that are major in Fincantieri are Seabourn, Regencies, MSC, and Carnival, and as well as Viking. So you can count on now, like when they go into, refurbish a ship and do the improvements and so forth, they can do it here. So somebody that's based in the Caribbean can stay right in this vicinity and just go in and get it done and get out. So it's going to save time. It's going to save money. It's a good deal. Construction of the yard is going to start actually in December and will last probably through before everything is finished through 2027. So this isn't going to be an overnight project because we're talking about a major industrial development. Okay. The other major story this morning, well, actually, there's two stories. One of them was kind of a breaking news thing, but this also came out yesterday. One of Carnival Corporation's cruise lines will resume cruises in 2 weeks with sailings around the Canary Islands. Ada Cruises, the leading cruise line in Germany, will have one cruise ship restarting cruises on December 5th and a second ship resuming on December 20th. Ada Perla will be the first vessel to kick things up for Ada, followed by Ada Amar, offering 7-day voyages from Gran Canaria. The Spanish government adopted clear regulations for safe travel in the Canaries in November, which are in line with Ada's already established hygiene and prevention measures. So basically, folks, we're going to, the whole world put MSC under a microscope. MSC has been now, 14, 15 cruises since their restart successfully with limited and minor problems. Costa did just as well. Although Costa was going to sail 2 ships, they ended up only sailing 1, and now they've backed off and halted things. But that's not because of the problems on the cruise ship. That's because of the problems in Europe, in Italy. However, their Costa probably is going to restart again here shortly. But now, so we'll have a third cruise line, and the second Carnival line will be sailing. And again, I fuss about the CDC not paying attention to what's happening in the world, that it has proven that it can be done successfully and safely, even in these troubled times we're in. So here's another one. Ada got to have their, what together, because they're going to be under a microscope. But that's good news. Clearly good news for the cruise industry to get another line going. Of course, a lot of people in Europe, especially, like in England, love to go to the Canaries. I mean, that's one of their favorite spots. So to get some cruises in the Canaries, that's a good thing. All right, the other thing this morning, and this was actually just a little bit short of a breaking news item, and it was after I put the show together today that this broke. But Delta Airlines is set to launch Italian quarantine-free testing trial. Delta Aeroporti di Roma, that would be the airport in Rome, and Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport have joined forces for a transatlantic COVID-19 testing program. It's hoped the scheme will enable quarantine-free entry into Italy in accordance with a decree expected to be issued soon by the government. So they're putting together special COVID-19 testing protocols that basically is going to say, once you get tested and pass and get on the plane and fly to Italy, you don't have to do the quarantine business for 14 days like it's required. Could be a major step in overall travel and international travel with getting by some of the protocols now. If they can get testing to the point of it being beneficial in limiting the problems that could exist in travel. I fuss all along that I feel the CDC in particular in this country is laying all the blame off on the cruise industry while letting the airline industry go, even though the airline industry has done marvelous job, as well as cleaning their planes better and changing the air handling systems and all those kind of things. But I still think there's an imbalance in the way the CDC is looking at the two industries together, and the two industries have to be joined. They really do. Cruise industry cannot exist successfully without a successful airline industry as well, because you got to get, to the cruise ships. Cruise industry cannot survive on people that live around the ports. You got to be able to fly in there. People like me that don't live near a port. Well, I live fairly close to Norfolk, but not many cruises go out of Norfolk. So, all right, that's it for the news this morning. There wasn't a whole lot on the news today, but we do have some folks in the chat room this morning. Tom Henry's with us. Tom, happy Thanksgiving to you. Tom says, I guess next week we'll be busy for NCL and RCCL's Royal Caribbean, of course, cancellations. Maybe they're waiting for December to announce them. I really thought, Tom, that we would have heard from both of them this week. I was expecting it. Who knows? We might today, because there are places in the world that do not celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm not that arrogant. But there are places that do, in fact, don't celebrate Thanksgiving. So you could have business announcements today. But I was expecting to hear that early in the week. Gretchen says, happy Thanksgiving to Tom and me. That's very nice, Gretchen. How's things up there in Ohio? Sonny's with us from down in Mississippi. Of course, welcome and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Beautiful day in the South. Yeah, we're having a fairly nice day here. It was a little cool today, but sunny and nice. Not that I can't go out. I mean, other than, going to Kroger's and shooting the turkey in the frozen food department, there's not much that I can do outside. So anyway, it's a nice day. We're looking forward to, we're doing actually fairly early afternoon Thanksgiving celebration here at the farm, mainly because Amanda has a pet sitting class. She's out at the horse farm for the next 3 or 4 days, where I was, a couple of weeks ago before all this business with the prostate cancer mess and the catheter and all that stuff. Now I can't be around the animals for fear of them jumping up on me to lick me in the face and yank on the tubes. So Amanda is taking care of the horse farm, but she started cooking last night, did some of the cooking last night, and she got the bird in the oven this morning, and then she just left to go out to the horse farm and take care of the animals at midday, and then she's going to come back and serve things in the early afternoon, and we'll have our little dinner here with the four of us, and then she's got to go back out to the horse farm tonight and leave me with leftovers, which is the best part of turkey dinner, as far as I'm concerned, is making turkey sandwiches. It's just the way I am. Gretchen says, overcast and 50 up there in Ohio. Gretchen says, getting ready to fry my turkey. Tom says, yikes, never had one fried. Tom, I tell you what, I've probably fried, 15 or so. And everyone was never a problem with frying one until the last one. And I don't know if you, those of you that fry turkeys, and Gretchen, I'll point this out just for y'all to be careful. I'm sure you're careful anyway. But there's this little hook thingy that you hook the turkey on, a metal hook thing, and put it down into hot oil. Okay. Well, I was just getting ready to lower it into the vat of hot oil, and it slipped off of the hook and dropped and splashed hot oil all over me and my clothes. I had a couple burns on my hands. Thankfully, I was had a jacket on, so it wasn't, because that, of course, is done outside. So I wasn't seriously hurt, but it scared the what out of me. I've never fried a turkey since. I love fried turkey. I like fried turkey. Well, I just like turkey. But anyway, went back to doing it the old-fashioned way in the oven. So, all right. Tom says, will new ships be built there, or is this for refits? For now, it's going to be for refits, Tom, but eventually, and this is probably going to be after it's totally completed, they will eventually it will be a manufacturing facility. So they can build ships there as well. Of course, that takes even further development, but that's in the plans for on down the road, is that they will actually manufacture ships there as well. So, Gretchen says, Butterball automatic countertop fryer, not difficult. Oh, a countertop fryer. Well, I had to do mine outside. Of course I was doing, that must be fairly small turkeys too. But, outside, I was doing 20, 25 pound turkeys, in a big vat. So, anyway, yeah, I like fried turkeys. You'll enjoy it. I just be careful. Because anytime you're dealing with somebody that was in the funnel cake business for years, anytime you deal with fried crap, you're running the risk of getting burns. I have scars all over both hands from hot oil. Anyway, everybody says, yeah, they're delicious. Gobble, gobble, says Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Nikki's with us from down in Florida. Nikki is letting the turkeys live today. All right. Beef is on the menu. I don't think I've ever done a Thanksgiving with beef. Ham, yes. We're having a small ham today because my sister likes both. And of course, oysters. I've done oysters before with Thanksgiving a bunch of times when I can get good oysters without costing, the national debt to buy them like they've been the last couple of years. But anyway, Gretchen says, my son is smoking a prime rib, so we're having beef and turkey. Ooh, smoking a prime rib. Now that sounds pretty good. I could probably get into that too. That's awesome. Nikki says, I've never had prime rib smoked. I haven't either, but that sounds good, doesn't it, Nikki? I like the sound of that. Down Mississippi, Sonny's having traditional turkey. Quarantine free. Yay. Yes, indeed. Automatic fryer has a basket to lower it. Well, that's probably safe for a 20-pound max. Okay. That's obviously a lot safer than the big vat out in the backyard. Of course, it was also, most Thanksgivings, it's cold to be out there frying a turkey and crap. So, but over the years, I've done it a bunch of times. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. You guys have a terrific holiday. Everybody stay safe. If you have got people coming in from outside your safety bubble, please, a couple things to try to keep things healthy. And one of the things that I heard on some interviews today that I hadn't really thought about, make sure you got some windows open in your house, even if it's cold outside. Get the air circulating in. That'll help a lot. Wear your masks in the house today, folks. If you have somebody from outside your intimate bubble, please stay safe, stay healthy. We all want to get through this holiday without having a bunch of further problems. And I'm afraid we're going to have a lot of problems from all the traveling that's gone on this weekend, despite the warnings from the CDC and all the health experts. A little worried about what we're going to see in the next couple of weeks. But anyway, You guys stay healthy, wear your mask, socially distance. Don't forget to keep washing your hands and sanitizing stuff. Stay healthy, guys. And of course, as always, if anything major happens between now and Saturday, I'll come back on again live. If not, I will see you guys on Saturday morning. Have a great holiday. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Have a wonderful time. Don't eat too much. We'll talk to you soon. This is the old fat travel guy. Have a great holiday.
Thank you for watching today's Travel and Cruise Industry News. Join us every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for another episode. Travel and Cruise Industry News is a production of Chillie's Cruises.